Welcome to Cross Transformation. It's Mariam here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about narcissistic abuse, the unconscious mind. You see, I believe that we need to look into the unconscious mind so we can understand the script from our childhood. Now, that script is the result of our observation. What happened to us, how we got treated, the feelings that we had back in time as we interacted with that primary caregiver. So there is so much happening in the unconscious mind, and we need to understand it so we can begin our journey of healing. So today I want to talk about the beliefs that we may have, and those beliefs are in the unconscious, attached to our needs, our communication, and the observation that we had as we interacted with our parents, that primary caregiver. Also, we want to understand the meanings that we have got going on about verbal and emotional abuse. Because of my own childhood, my upbringing with the borderline mother who also had narcissistic traits, I've become very interested in doing the healing work, understanding the script that is sitting in the unconscious mind, to somehow get my ego to look into that so I can retrieve the information to heal them, to step into realities that are going to be the reflection of my identity in Christ. Going back to our topic, narcissistic abuse, the unconscious mind. First of all, let's look at the beliefs that we may have got going on about our needs. Personally, I had these beliefs attached to my needs. My needs cannot be met because I have to choose my primary caregiver over the needs that I have, so I can please them, so I can feel safe with them. My needs would result in punishment. My needs would result in neglect, would result in being mistreated. I had to heal those beliefs about my needs, because almost every relationship that I had, I would find it hard. It was very difficult to express those needs. I was afraid of expressing my needs. We're not talking about the communication aspect of it, but just my needs, that somehow expressing those needs to myself and preparing myself to propose them to my partner was horrific. I just couldn't do it because that borderline mother had to be loved. So I was suppressing my needs the whole time, to make sure that she was feeling loved. Eventually, I had to sit with those beliefs. I had to do the healing work to release them, to surrender them, to learn not to identify myself with those beliefs from my childhood, the script. So ask yourself what beliefs you've got going on in relation to your needs. Second, we want to talk about communication. What beliefs have I got going on in relation to communicating those needs? I had beliefs such as, well, by communicating my needs, I'll be punished. There will be a fight. There will be an argument. So the whole time I was trying to withdraw from communicating my needs, from getting involved with someone else to fulfill my needs. It is quite interesting when we can embrace that shift by realizing the beliefs from our childhood. I mean, communication would result in an argument. And guess what? That was my experience. Argument, punishment, and again, eventually, I had to do the healing work to end or to put an end to those realities. Also, our observation from our childhood, the observation that we had back in time while we were interacting with that primary caregiver. My mother was full of anger, rage. So the whole time I thought she was angry with me, she was mad at me, so I kept avoiding my existence, pretty much. The fact that I existed, but somehow I couldn't be because she wasn't well enough to meet my needs. There was no way to communicate with her because the whole time she was upset, she was angry most of the time. So I thought, as a child, oh, that anger is about me. That madness is about me, my presence, my existence. Oh, wow. So I made it about myself, and no wonder I walked into realities that people were abusive. They were emotionally and verbally abusive. Those realities were in alignment with my observation of my own mother, the interaction that I had with my mother. So I thought, you know what? I have to step back. I have to give up on my needs, give up on communication, and allow the other person to fulfill their own needs. A narcissist, right? So I truly find it very interesting when we look at the script and the current reality. It's just fascinating when we understand the present reality is the reflection of that childhood script. So in my intimate relationships, I would give in. I would withdraw. I would walk away to make sure that that person would be okay. That person could survive. I also looked into the meanings that I had going on about emotional and verbal abuse. Emotional abuse meant closeness, communication, love. Verbal abuse, togetherness, wanting to be together. Powerful meanings, but wouldn't give but wouldn't lead to healthy, happy realities. Quite strong, but in a negative way. So we really want to look into our beliefs in relation to our needs, communication, the abuse itself, and we also want to go back to that observation, that primary caregiver. Was she mad at you? Was she angry the whole time? Was she upset? And did you happen to think that that anger was about you? That sadness was about your presence? So we made it about ourselves. And we keep questioning ourselves. Why would I attract a narcissist into my experience? Hopefully you'll find this video helpful. May you be blessed. Look after your precious soul. Have a blessed day. You deserve to be happy, to walk into realities that are going to reflect your identity in Christ, not the traumas that you experienced in your childhood. Be blessed, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you.